Let's try another example. Here, we suppose that your car is in the shop, but you still need a ride, so you have to ride the bus for a few days to get to work. The ticket costs $1.25 and must be an exact change where they only accept dollars, quarters, and nickels. No pennies and dimes get mixed up with pennies too often, so they don't take dimes. How many ways can you make that change? So, if we want to work through this, what we're going to need to do is think about the types of things that we're working from here. You think about the fact that we're trying to make $1.25 out of 3 options of things. So probably the best option here is thinking about how we can break that up into pieces, how we can break up our numbers using those $3 amounts. So our goal is to make $1.25 with each of them. Best thing to do here probably is make a table of information. As I said, we're seeing more and more of these. You're going to see you don't really need to follow every single step to the letter. It's just a matter of building some understanding and comfort. So here, what I'm going to do is break this thing up into 3 pieces. We've got dollars. We've got quarters. And we've got nickels. Our goal is to make $1.25 using these 3 denominations. Well, the best thing to do, in my opinion, is either start from the bottom and work up, or start from the top and work down. This time I'm going to work from the top. So if we're working from the top, that says, okay, what can we do if I assume that I'm definitely using $1? Well, if $1 is going in and I need another 25 cents, I could use a quarter, and then I wouldn't have to worry about nickels. Or if I use the dollar and I don't use a quarter, then I can use 5 nickels instead. These are the 2 options for what we can do, where what we did is, instead of saying how many ways can I make a $1.25 with these 3, I reduced the problem down and said, okay, let's not worry about the dollar. How many ways can I make a quarter with dollars and nickels? Make a smaller problem. That's what you're going to want to do here, is break up this big problem into a bunch of smaller pieces. Okay, well, those are the only options I have for making a quarter with quarters and nickels. Let's try saying that, okay, I'm not going to use the dollar coins anymore, or the dollar bills, excuse me, because we've already exhausted all my options. How many ways can I make $1.25 in just quarters and nickels? This one's kind of boring because there's really only so much you can do. You've got your 25 cents, and either you need more 25s or you don't. So one way you can do it is with 5 quarters and no nickels, or 4 quarters and 5 nickels, so $1.25, or 3 quarters and 10 nickels, 75 and 50, or 2 and 15, or 1 and 20, or finally, no dollars, no quarters, just nickels. 25 nickels. And so, if you want to know how many ways this is, count up the number of columns, excuse me, number of rows here. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ways to make this. You have 8 ways to make a change. If you want to double check this, go through your math, make sure you didn't miss anything obvious here, but only 3 options. There's really not a great deal you can do.